What's up, people? Some breaking news is that Gabriel Magalhaes of Arsenal, that is a defender, has just signed a brand new contract with Arsenal Football Club, and that tells you that he's going to be in the club till 2029. That's good to tie a player who's been so good. Last season I said that Gabriel was among the best players that Arsenal had. It's only that he got an injury and that derailed his performance. But when you looked at the players that we had in Arsenal the last season, Gabriel was among the best players, and it's good for the club to tie him in a long contract the way they've done, because you see, even though his contract was going up to 2027, when you have good players in your system and the likes of the best clubs come in and they want to get that player, they can always take him easily. But now it's good move from that is from Arsenal Football Club to tie Gabriel Magalhaes in a long-term contract, and that tells you that going forward, Gabriel Magalhaes is going to be in the squad. Is going to be an integral part. Is going to play an integral part in the team going forward. But now we are asking ourselves, what next after tying Gabriel Magalhaes in a long contract? Whom are we going to sign as Arsenal Football Club? Other clubs are signing new players. Other clubs are trying to improve their squads. But Arsenal Football Club, we are still not done. We've not yet done any major signing. And the player that we looked up to, we thought that he was going to sign for Arsenal Football Club, was Zubamendi. And Zubamendi's, when you look at Zubamendi links has been there for I don't know how long. Since January, we were told that Arsenal have agreed terms with Zubamendi, but it's taking ages. I don't know why it's taking ages for Arsenal just to decide to put into paper, as in the player to put into paper to sign that he has agreed and is joining Arsenal. The other day he was being asked by journalists about his future, but he didn't say clearly where his future was or his future is, because you see, they've not done anything much apart from just a player agreeing with the club that he wants to join Arsenal. But Arsenal has done nothing much, and that tells you, puts us as Arsenal fans in worry, in limbo, because we don't know. Maybe a club like Real Madrid, now that Xavi Alonso is now the coach there, he can come and decide to persuade the player to join Real Madrid, and the moment he does that, then we will be losing as Arsenal Football Club. And then apart from that, we are looking at centre forward line. Arsenal they've really had a problem in terms of they really want to get the centre forward player. We know where our weakness is. We really need to improve that centre forward position. But until as it stands right now, we've not decided which player we want, because at the moment it's just links. You hear that Arsenal has been linked with Benjamin Sesko. We hear that Arsenal has been linked with Victor Gyökeres. These are the centre forward that at the moment that Arsenal are linked with. If it was my wish and so many other Arsenal fans, we will wish to have both of them in the club. We will wish to have both Victor Gyökeres and Benjamin Sesko in the club, so that the best can be able to be given that centre forward role, so that we can be able to get good wins in the coming season. And then apart from that, we also been linked with the Rodrigo of Real Madrid. He's a left-wing player, very good player. He's a Brazilian international. And this is a player who, if he gets a time, if he comes to Arsenal, he can really improve Arsenal Football Club. Apart from that, we also need to ensure that at least we can be able to get a midfielder. But at the moment, we've been linked with Rogers of Aston Villa. He's also a good player. I really wish to see him in Arsenal Football Club, if the club so feels that is the player to come into Arsenal Football Club. But then until then, we think we need to just improve our squad. We need to ensure that we get the right players, and we get these right players in time. That's why we are having problem. I don't know why it's taking long for Arsenal to get these players. When you look at other teams, we are talking of Manchester United, Manchester City, we are talking of Chelsea FC, Liverpool. They are already doing things that Arsenal should be doing as well. But at the moment, Arsenal is not doing that. So you ask yourself, when are we going to get our players? When are we going to get players who are going to improve our squad? Last season, we had issues in the center forward line and the left wing line. But again, we need to ensure that we get these players right on time. Throughout the year, I believe that Arsenal has had scouts who've gone out there. They know the players that we need. They've discussed as a club. They've discussed as the owners of the club, the owner of the club and the management. They've discussed which players they want. Then I don't know why they take this long to decide, or to rather to make that decision to bring these players in on time, so that the team can start working together and gel together in readiness for next season. Guys, I think it reaches to a point whereby Arsenal is just like that man who eyes a certain lady. He tells his fellow men that I really want this lady, and when it comes to making that move and making that decision to go and talk to this lady, Arsenal don't do that. And I don't know why. They don't take that initiative to go and speak to that girl and tell them how they feel, and if it's spending, let them spend so that this girl can fall for them. But Arsenal, we really need to improve our squad. We really need to make moves right. If other clubs are doing it and they are getting their players right, why can't we do that? Because at the end of the day, if we fail to get right players in time, getting the right players in the right areas in time, then if it comes next season and you don't do things right, then I think it wouldn't be bad for players to start rather for fans to start boycotting going to watch these matches. Yes, it might not be easier for fans all over the world to boycott going to games, but the fans in England can do this. The only match that we can do as fans, that is overseas fans, is just maybe probably rant on social media. So we need to ensure that we get things right. We ensure that we get our players, our target players, go get them. If it's Benjamin Sesko, get that player right in. If it's Victor Yokore, get that player. If it's Rodrigo of Real Madrid, go get that player. Other teams are doing so well. They're getting the players that they want. They know where there are areas that they want to improve. So as Arsenal, we also need to do the same, so that at least we can be ready to compete for a silver next season. Till next time, it's your guy Big Eddie. Adios.